What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back with another classic Tekken 8 video. I know it has been a minute, but we got a couple of things we're going to talk about when it comes to Tekken 8. We're going to talk about Armor King. We're going to talk about the patch notes or lack thereof. You feel what I'm saying when it comes to the patch notes, and we're going to talk about stupid ass Mariah Zo. So we're going to talk about that all at once, even though, the title probably said, this is Tekken 8 in a nutshell, which it really is. And I'm going to explain why I named it that. And we're going to start with the patch notes or lack thereof. Now, I don't remember which video that it was, but it was a video that I did maybe a month and a half ago, where I kept telling people when it comes to Tekken 8 and the Tekken community, from here on out, when it comes to these patch notes, it's just, I'm not going to care. I'm just not going to care. I'm just going to play the game. And the reason why I said that is because I was preparing myself for some shit like this to happen. Everybody saw that stupid patch notes that just went out. They had some shit with Armor King, then they had some shit with Leo. Not even worth putting up on the video. Not even worth going over. All I do know is it was just a straight piece of shit when it comes to the development team. All they did was erase replay value and all of that, only for some crappy stuff that we didn't even need. And the crazy part about it is, I was the one person that said that if the development team wants to stay silent, they need to continue to stay silent. But they came out and pulled some bullshit with this little patch note bullshit right here, which did not make any sense. And then they tell the community that there's not going to be a monthly patch note, that the next patch note is going to be 2 months from now. So basically, it's almost like I said, they should have just stayed silent. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have did no shit like this. But the development team turned around and did it. And when it comes to the Tekken community, it's a little, of course the Tekken community is upset, but it's kind of like, people are just being sarcastic right now because everybody knows that this is a bunch of BS. You feel what I'm saying? And look, like I said, when it comes to these patch notes, I said in a previous video that I was not going to do patch notes review videos anymore because I knew this was going to happen. I knew this shit was going to happen. And and like I said, the next patch notes, I'm not going to review that shit because I'm not going to care. It's probably going to be some BS anyway. We'll just never know. All I do know is when it comes to the patch notes, this development team are a big group of fucking narcissists. Harada, Nakatsu, or whoever, they're a big group of fucking narcissists. It ain't got shit to do with they don't have no competition or whatever. They're just fucking narcissists. That's all they are. It came out of nowhere. It was random. It was stupid. It was a waste of everybody's time. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. And like I said, it's narcissistic. It ain't got nothing to do with them not having competition. They're basically just dangling a worm on a hook in front of the community, and that's all it is. But like I said right now, the Tekken community is being very sarcastic about it, because what more can you do? It's just fucked up what they're doing with the game, and I keep trying to tell people in the Tekken community, this is it. This is Tekken 8 in a nutshell. It's not going to get any better. We just pray to God that it's not going to get any worse. Tekken 8 is not going to get no better. What you see is this is how it's going to be. And I said that in a previous video. This is it when it comes to Tekken 8. Do not expect this game to be fixed. And I'm going to tell you something else. Everybody was asking, how long and what will it take for them to fix Tekken 8? I got the answer to that. They can't fix the game because you know why? Look at these characters that they continue to put in. Look at Mariah Zo. Look at all of the bullshit that she has going on. Look at all the bullshit that character has going on. They can't fix this game because they keep putting those type of characters into the game. So therefore, the game is not going to be fixed to the vision of the community. It's just not. And I'm going to talk about Mariah Zo right now because I know a lot of people wanted me to talk about her. I'm going to talk about her for a couple of minutes right now. I said this in a previous video about Mariah Zo. I told people if Mariah Zo had a weapon or some stupid superpower of some sort, I was going to automatically discredit her. And she has a spiritual weapon, basically like Zasalamel and shit like that. It's just really stupid. I discredited her. I told people if Mariah Zo had any type of bullshit like that in her arsenal, I was going to discredit her, and I have. Mariah Zo is just trash. I'm not going to check her out. Man, stupid. It's just not even fun. She doesn't even look fun. Let's just keep it all the way real. That character don't look fun at all. You know, and then they put this whole ogre mystique around her and shit like that. I don't really care. You know, if you want to shove ogre down everybody's throats, just bring ogre back. But like I said, the development team, they're narcissists. So I do want to talk about Armor King. I did not have a chance to talk about Armor King. And first, what I want to say about Armor King is that, you know, from a legacy character standpoint, I'm happy and glad that Armor King is back in the game, because I would take a classic legacy character over a character like Mariah Zo any day of the week. So for that, I'm glad that Armor King is back in the game just from a legacy character standpoint. Having said that, Armor King is trash. And the reason why I say Armor King is trash is because he's practically just cut and paste from Tekken 7. I don't see no changes. I don't see no new flair when it comes to this character. You don't even have to purchase this character to learn his matchup. All you got to do is turn on Tekken 7, learn his matchup that way. He's just cut and paste from Tekken 7. Nothing new about this character at all. I'm sorry. Armor King is cut and paste from Tekken 7. And to be quite honest with you, the buzz for Armor King has gone way down. It's going way down. There's no buzz for Armor King at all. Really. You know what I'm saying? No buzz for this character at all. So, you know, I might have upset people by saying that. But yeah, Armor King is trash, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, the only thing that they changed is his miss. That's it. Other than that, he's cut and paste from Tekken 7. He's not fun to go up against because of that. I'm not saying that because I think he's broken. Armor King is not broken. You know, he's just the same as he was in Tekken 7. Cut, paste on Tekken 8. Laziness of the Tekken development team in a nutshell right there. That's how I feel about Armor King, and it's a damn shame. And when it gets to the point where Tekken 8 Season 3 comes, even if Lei Wulong does come into the game, he's probably going to be cut and pasted from Tekken 7. We just got to face it. Like I said, this game ain't going to get no better. It is what it is when it comes to Tekken 8, and the Tekken community should just drop all the hopes. And if you're one of those people that want to continue to play the game, you got to have that mental fortitude and just continue to play the game as it is, because this game is not going to be fixed. There's not going to be no magical overhaul. You feel what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen with this game. It's just not going to happen. I realized that a few months ago. You feel what I'm saying? That's the reason why I still play and I still find ways to have fun with Tekken 8, because I realize that this game is not going to get any better. I realize what they're doing when it comes to this game. This game was an experiment. Tekken 8 was an experiment, and they clearly failed at it. You know, they tried to put all this bullshit into the game. The community did not react well to it. The development team don't know what to do. They have no more ingredients. They have no ideas. They really don't. So this is what we get with this game. This is it right here. This is it right here. This is the reason why you don't see me make a lot of videos on what I don't like about Tekken 8 no more, because I've done it. Everybody knows what I don't like about Tekken 8. Everybody knows what I do like about Tekken 8. Everybody knows my complaints about Tekken 8. There's no need for me to make videos after videos expressing that any longer. Now, a lot of things that I feel about Tekken 8 in a bad way still stand. I just don't talk about it anymore because I know it's not going to get fixed. I just play. And that's how I'm going to continue my mindset from here on out. I'm just going to play because I know this shit ain't going to get better. This shit is not going to get better. The patch notes or lack thereof and Mariah Zo is an indicator right there. This game is not going to get any better. And whenever we get a new Tekken character, it's not going to be a martial arts character. It's not going to be a traditional Tekken character. It's going to be some bullshit type of character that they're going to make up. You know, like a buddy of mine joked around, they're probably going to put a VTuber character in fucking Tekken 8 next time. Don't expect no traditional Tekken-like new character or nothing like that, because it's not going to happen. Because this development team are full of narcissistic idiots. Like, for real. Harada just need to go ahead and fucking retire. For real, go ahead and retire, or be like Hideo Kojima. Go off and try to make another project or something right now, because this ain't it. This ain't it. But like I said, I got the mental fortitude to continue to play, realizing that this is not going to get any better. So at the same time, like I said, I geared myself up for this spiritually and mentally. You feel what I'm saying? I geared myself up for this. But, you know, to other people, it's still a surprise. But it is what it is when it comes to Tekken 8. And when it comes to the patch notes or lack thereof, we sitting here calling this shit patch notes when they weren't even fucking patch notes. They really weren't. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not even going to put that shit on screen. All I know is it was one thing about Armor King and one thing about Leo, just real stupid. It's just the development team at this point are mocking the community at this point. Why would you do some stupid shit like this? It's just absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't make no sense. And then come out and say they're not going to have a patch note for November. So why put this crap out? Why put this crap out right here? It just don't make no fucking sense. Like I said, maybe they do got something big planned. If they do, great. I'll have to see it to believe it. But until then, when it comes to Tekken 8, this is what it is right now. And it's just getting to the point where people just are going to have to understand. People need to stop asking that question, when is Tekken 8 going to be fixed? The answer is no. Because you know why? Mariah Zo. She's the reason why. Because like I said, we're going to get more characters like her, but we're going to get them worse. And then when they bring back a classic character to a certain extent, they're going to fuck her up like they did Anna. They're probably going to make that character have some type of overpowered weapon or something. Y'all think that shit going to stop? No. That's the identity that they're trying to force upon us when it comes to Tekken 8. So be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I had a buddy of mine joked around and said that if Lei Wulong come back, they may give him a baton. But, hey, I ain't gonna lie. If they give Lei Wulong a baton, that might be kind of fire. That might be kind of cool. I'll be with that if they give Lei Wulong a baton. But if they bring Lei Wulong back and Lei is using guns and shit like that, I'm gonna tell you right now, Harada, you better not do it. Harada, listen to me right now. If you put Lei Wulong back in the game and he uses guns, you're going to kill your game, you're going to kill your career, you're going to kill your legacy, you are going to kill Tekken. If you put Lei Wulong back into the game and he's using guns, Harada, you better not fucking do it. I'm telling you that right now. And I hope Harada listens to me when he says that. Harada better not fucking do that shit. Because after my buddy joked around about that, I went to sleep last night. And I woke up, I was like, you know what? They better not do it. They better not have Lei Wulong come back and using guns. Now, the whole baton thing, that'd be kind of tight. Having Lei Wulong use a baton, that'd be kind of tight. But the whole point is, this is what we can expect when it comes to Tekken 8, when it comes to DLC or whatever. It's not going to be traditional characters. They're going to put bullshit on top of bullshit. And like I said, it's getting to the point there's just not a lot of martial arts involved either. Like, look at a lot of these new characters. Mariah Zo. Man, that's not a martial arts character. Victor. That's not a martial arts character. Not a hand-to-hand combat character. Azuzina, fabricated as fuck. Not a martial art. I don't give a fuck. That's not no martial art. She's fabricated as fuck. So, I'm just saying, man. It's just like, it's getting to the point they're taking the martial arts aspects out of the game. So, like I said, this is Tekken 8 in a nutshell. Whatever comes out from here on out, we can expect bullshit on top of bullshit. When it comes to tradition, we can't expect that anymore. They may surprise us, but I seriously doubt it. You feel what I'm saying? And shout out to the people that are playing Tekken 3. I realized that Tekken 3 had came out for PlayStation 5. Everybody let me know about that. I am aware that Tekken 3 is on PlayStation 5, but, you know, I still play my PlayStation 1, and I still play Tekken 3 for PlayStation 1, and that's good enough for me. I'm not trying to play a game like Tekken 3 online. I'm okay with playing Tekken 3 for PlayStation 1 offline, and I'm okay with using Tiger offline for PlayStation 1. So, shout out to the people that are playing Tekken 3 for PS5. Continue to play Tekken 3 for PS5 because I know a lot of people are still frustrated and still going to be frustrated when it comes to Tekken 8. So shout out to those people that are playing Tekken 3. Like I said, I still play Tekken 3 as well, but I'm playing it on PS1. So, yeah, so I wanted to respond to that because I know people were letting me know about that. That's pretty much it when it comes to what's going on with Tekken 8 right now. Like I said, patch notes, lack thereof, really stupid. Don't know why they did it. It was really pointless. You know, and like I said, I'm pissed off because, you know, a lot of my saved replay got erased because, you know, that's how I study the game. And I was actually doing that when the update happened. You feel what I'm saying? So it was just stupid. It was just real stupid. I just don't expect anything. I don't expect anything from Tekken 8. I just play. I don't expect nothing great. I don't expect nothing superb. I just don't. I just don't, you know. But like I said, once again, we're going to see what the future holds when it comes to this game. But like I said, I'm going to be sitting over here. I'm not going to be anticipating nothing. I'm not going to expect absolutely nothing when it comes to this game, because I have been right all along, and I'm going to continue to be right because I just got that hunch and that gut feeling right now. Tekken 8 is what it is right now. Not going to get any better. And like I said, we just got to hope and pray it doesn't get any worse. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below about this whole patch notes crap and what's going on with Tekken 8, Mariah Zo. And what do y'all feel about Lei Wulong having a baton as a weapon? How do y'all feel about that? Just as long as it's not like Law's Nunchaku overpowered bullshit. How do y'all feel about that? Because like I said, when a buddy of mine joked about that, I kind of liked it that idea. You know what I'm saying? But put your thoughts and y'all feelings in the comment section below. We could definitely get a conversation started. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to your boy for the hottest Tekken 8 action on the internet, period. My name is Demetrius. I will get back at you in the next video. God bless. Stay safe. I am out. Peace.